Welcome to the ultimate cleaning showdown, where the Xiaomi S40 Pro, Xiaomi Robot Vacuum 5, and Dreame L10s Pro Gen 3 battle for floor supremacy. The look and the limbo champion. Imagine your living room as a complex obstacle course. To navigate this maze successfully, a robot needs the perfect physical build, because the physical architecture of a robotic vacuum cleaner dictates its navigational capabilities and its ultimate utility within a furnished domestic environment. When we examine our three robotic heroes, we see wildly different approaches to body shape. The Xiaomi S40 Pro stands proudly as the tallest contender of the group, measuring 99mm in height. Standing almost shoulder to shoulder with it is the Dreame L10s Pro Gen 3, which comes in at a slightly shorter 97mm. Both of these models carry static, top-mounted laser turrets on their backs, which forces them to be quite tall. But then, bursting onto the scene like a true limbo champion, comes the Xiaomi Robot Vacuum 5. It manages to achieve a highly compressed chassis height of just 88mm. How does it perform this magic trick? It introduces a profound architectural deviation called the DTOF Smart Retractable Radar. Instead of wearing a fixed dome like a top hat, its radar dynamically adjusts its height based on the immediate spatial context. When it needs to map the entire room, the radar stays raised to execute a comprehensive 360-degree spatial scan. However, the moment it senses a low clearance zone, such as a modern sofa or low-slung bed, the radar mechanically retracts. This incredibly clever trick allows the robot to reach a minimum accessible height of just 9.5 centimeters. Sneaking into these previously unreachable domestic zones, it drastically reduces the accumulation of deep-seated allergens and dust mites that typically gather undisturbed beneath heavy furniture. Brains of the operation. Of course, a slim waistline means absolutely nothing without an intelligent brain to guide it. The Dreame L10s Pro Gen 3 relies on a highly refined version of laser distance sensor navigation. This mature system uses a 360-degree spinning turret to map environments via laser triangulation, allowing it to remember complex layouts and even work seamlessly in total darkness. When it comes to actual movement, the Dreame is a remarkably cautious driver. Its navigation algorithms prioritize drop safety over exhaustive edge cleaning. During real-world testing with debris placed perilously close to a drop-off edge, its spatial algorithms prioritized safety to such a degree that it left a margin of debris untouched, rather than risking positioning its chassis too close to the precipice. The Xiaomi S40 Pro, however, takes spatial awareness to another level by adding a 129-degree structured light detection system to its standard laser. Structured light works by projecting a known geometric pattern of infrared pixels directly onto the environment. As this light pattern deforms over physical objects, the robot calculates the depth, volume, and geometry of the obstacle in real time. This architectural enhancement allows the S40 Pro to proactively alter its path before a physical collision occurs, significantly reducing the frequency of mechanical jams and the need for human intervention. A deep breath and a tangled nightmare. Now, let's take a deep breath and talk about raw, unadulterated power. The Dreame unit steps into the arena with a formidable 13,000 pascals of suction, using its proprietary Vormax technology to capture pet dander and fine dust effectively. Despite this massive power, Dreame has integrated specialized noise reduction technology to maintain a quiet operating profile during routine cleaning. The Xiaomi S40 Pro flexes its muscles even harder, delivering 15,000 pascals of static pressure via a highly durable brushless fan blower motor. This massive suction allows the S40 Pro to eliminate stubborn dust and heavy debris effortlessly from hard floors and crevices. It utilizes a remarkably high electrical draw of 160 watts to natively generate this suction purely from the onboard motor. But the Xiaomi Robot Vacuum 5 completely dominates this particular category with a staggering 20,000 pascals of suction pressure. This extreme suction provides the capacity to not merely lift superficial surface debris, but to extract microscopic silica, dead skin cells, and deeply embedded dirt from the thickest piles of luxury carpets. What happens when you mix extreme suction with long hair? A tangled nightmare, usually. The Dreame avoids this drama by utilizing a movable rubber brush. Because it completely lacks physical bristles, long hair cannot easily anchor to the cylinder, allowing the hair to be effortlessly wiped off the rubber fins and vacuumed directly into the 470ml dust box. The Xiaomi S40 Pro tackles the issue with a Y-shaped anti-tangle roller that passively guides hair toward the central suction inlet. The Xiaomi 5, true to its premium nature, deploys an active tri-cut dual-blade auto-trimming main brush. As the main brush rotates, integrated concealed microblades actively slice long human and pet hair into smaller, manageable fragments, which are immediately evacuated by the 20,000 Pascal suction stream. The dance of the mops. Mopping is where these robots truly show their unique dance routines. Since robotic vacuums are inherently circular, cleaning the 90-degree angles of room corners and the linear parameters of baseboards has historically presented an insurmountable geometrical challenge. The Dreame unit solves this puzzle with a fun maneuver called robo-swing technology. The robot physically alters its trajectory, executing a specialized kinetic maneuver where it swings its rear chassis outward, forcefully pressing the rotating mop pads directly against the baseboard. The Xiaomi S40 Pro prefers a more robotic, gadget-like extension. It introduces dual extended mechanical arms. Upon detecting a structural edge, it actively extends both its side brush and its mop pad outward. Under laboratory test conditions, this mechanical arm extension allows the mop pad to reach within 1 millimeter of the wall, ensuring a perfectly polished finish along complex architectural features, without requiring the robot to drastically alter its linear path. When they encounter a carpet, they must carefully lift their damp skirts. The Dreame unit lifts its mop pads by a maximum of 7mm. For medium to high pile residential carpets, a 7mm clearance is grossly inadequate, resulting in the damp mop pads dragging heavily across the textile surface. The Xiaomi S40 Pro lifts its mop pads by up to 10mm, offering a wider margin of safety for standard domestic carpets. Once again, the Xiaomi 5 wins the gymnastics competition, lifting its mop pads by an industry-leading 15mm. This high clearance ensures that even plush, high-pile luxury carpets remain entirely dry during a mixed surface cleaning cycle. The dirty work and digital brains. Eventually, the dancing must stop, and the robots need a bath. The Dreame and the S40 Pro are classified as standalone robots, supplied with compact charging docks that serve purely to replenish their batteries. This means the user assumes all maintenance responsibilities, manually extracting the dust compartment and washing the mop pads in a sink. The Xiaomi 5, however, shifts the paradigm entirely with its massive all-in-one dock. Upon docking, a powerful internal vacuum extracts the debris into a 2.5-liter sealed, disposable dust bag. Then, it uses a massive 1600-watt heating element to wash the mop pads with 80 degrees Celsius hot water. High-temperature water alters the viscosity of stubborn greases, emulsifying them so they can be easily extracted from the microfiber pads. Afterward, an 85-watt hot air drying system rapidly evaporates any residual moisture to prevent foul, mildew-like odors. To control these beasts, you need a good application. The Xiaomi devices use the Mi Home app, allowing for complex domestic automation routines, like deploying the robot the moment your smart door lock indicates you've left the house. The Dreame uses the specialized Dreame Home app, which uniquely allows users to access a live video feed, effectively turning the robot into a mobile security monitor to check on pets or property while away from the home. Are you ready to banish the broom forever? Share this guide with friends and drop a quick comment below. Which of these 3 robotic gladiators would you actually trust to conquer your living room carpets and keep those tricky baseboards perfectly clean? Let us know, and make sure to hit that like and subscribe button.